So, day 16. I am getting ready for a meeting with my dietitian, and I figured let me get one of these prompts done. I'm gonna have plenty of time for rest because I'm getting through these. Day 16, failure as feedback. What failures from the past year actually taught me something valuable? Every lesson has shaped me into who I am now. What failures from the past year actually taught me something valuable? Every lesson has shaped me into who I am. So, uh, the other day to you, but today to me, I weighed in, and after being in Vegas and it being Thanksgiving and all of that, and us eating out for every meal except Thanksgiving, and it was Thanksgiving. So, it was still high calorie. It was probably higher calorie, but um, I thought I was gonna be up. Like I thought I would be up on the scale. I wasn't. I was down 2 ounces, and that is, I would say, some of that, most of that, a lot of that is due to what happened when I went to the Dominican Republic and learning from that. That when I get I learned from that experience how to do better next time when I'm on the road. And so I think that is one of those things where that was one of those instances for me where failure was feedback. Me, even if we can talk about over this past year, but also talking about the past a lifespan and the weight that I've lost and gained, and getting to a certain weight and not being able to maintain it. That taught me that failure was feedback that I can take this slow as I want to. It's totally fine because what point is it to lose it in a year or 6 months or 3 months or 2 years, whatever, if I cannot sustain it? What is the point? There is no point. So I that was a big, huge lesson that is really helping me in this new season of my life and in this journey, and that I want to keep taking with me into 2026. That I don't have to rush, even with what we're doing right now with these prompts. And I started it off today. It's actually December 1st, and I started it off, and I'm like, man, it's not as good as I would want it to be. There's more that I could do with this. Do it again. I'll do it again. But I don't have to be perfect. I don't have to, it doesn't have to meet the mark. I have time. As long as I'm breathing, I have time. And wherever the story is supposed to go, it will. I do not have to be perfect today. I do not have to be at this end result. That is what failure has taught me, is it's okay if it's not right the first, second, third, 100th time. I can just do it again, and I'll do it better. And it'll be cool. It'll be alright. All right, I'm gonna go in here into this thing. So today when I mean with this nutritionist, I really don't have nothing to talk to her about because I lost 2 ounces. So you know, but they're two different topics. Losing weight and nutrition are actually, to me, two different topics. Because yes, calorie wise and watching what I eat wise, I did well. I'm doing well. I feel like I'm eating nourishingly, but it's no problem for somebody to look at my food, for her to look at what I've been eating and tell me, if she sees other things. So I'm gonna let her look at my food tracking and see if she has any suggestions. Don't have to take them. But another thing I also learned for feedback is feedback. There's feedback again of me taking her feedback, another person's feedback. But I have for lots of years not really wanted to listen to anybody about anything. And so being open now, because that failure was feedback, that it may be okay to listen to people and to take it. I don't have to do it, but I can hear what they say, and I'll make it through. All right, let me get in this waiting room.
Life things, health things, give me the update.
I would say it went great. And I would say not on paper did it go great. But I would say
Okay.
this. I would say long term, it's gonna be great because November, everybody in my house's birthday is in November.
Oh
And so
wow.
we went
Okay.
to 3 steakhouses and
Mm-hmm.
there's 3 cakes involved. And
Yeah.
then we went to Vegas for Thanksgiving and there was all this eating out involved. And I came back from Vegas and I had lost like 2 ounces and I think I'm at either my lowest or right around there. So I really didn't gain any
Yeah.
weight over the month. And
Yeah.
that was, I did. So there were days when was up, but ending it December 1st, I was and I was just like, that was a plus to me. Now, when we're looking at it today, I want to look at the days because those days were off, and that's about
Sure.
10, less than 10 days. But in the 30 days, I did really good. And I think that shows that it makes that
Yeah.
I'm proud of how it went because it could have went really crazy. I could have undid everything and it didn't.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it also kind of goes to show that health is by no means about perfection in any one category, right? When we think about stress, sleep, physical activity, and nutrition being like the four bigger pillars of health,
Mm-hmm.
at least physical health, um, you don't have to be perfect at any one of those. It's just consistent effort in
Yeah.
all of them
Mm-hmm.
that is the most helpful. Yeah, so all things considered, how was your trip to Vegas, by the way? You did mention that you were going to go there the last time we chatted.
It was good. It was interesting. I've realized that.
Always relatively health focused, you're a nurse. Um, but the longer you have a specific awareness about food and the more holidays you spend with a specific awareness around food, the more seasoned you get at
Mm,
understanding um, what decisions ultimately align with your long term goals, you know?
yeah.
So, anyways, all that to say, um, I understand now what you mean by maybe November not looking the best on paper, but it
Yeah.
also feeling like a triumph.
Yeah. And yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I think because I've lost and gained 100 pounds, I also know that it's going to take
Yeah.
longer. Like, it's okay for it to take a long time. And
Yeah.
through that, I think I'm just more okay with. Yeah, I was really shocked. So, yeah, sorry. It's nighttime now. My battery died, but you got the message. The failure is feedback. So, what failures can we use from this year, last year, all of that, that can help us in this upcoming year? Every lesson has shaped me into who I am now. All right. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. I will see you for day 17.